Right, people, it's time. Our first guest, our second show, the one, the only, the amazing DJ Jaffa. And I can't believe we never mentioned this on the first show. He is the man who done the intro for our show as well. So
Yes, of
thank you
course.
very much for that, Jaffa, because
We
it
we
is so
we
good.
You're
we
welcome.
could almost say that without Jaffa, there would be no the show. We could
No.
almost say that.
And many would say, Jaffa, why did you help us? Because we don't want to listen to these idiots anymore. So it's nice that we can shift blame to you.
Yeah, be
But
prepared for the
Okay.
hate mail, mate. Be prepared for the hate mail.
My block finger is heavy.
this is why, like, you're loved around the hip hop scene in the UK, especially around South Wales, because I just hit you up like, oh, Jaffa, I got a favor. And you're always there like, yeah, not a problem. You need cuts, I'll do the beat, whatever. And you're just like, yeah, give me a week. When do you need to buy? And it's done, it's on time, and it always sounds perfect. And the best thing is you don't ask anything back. Not that we've anything
Legend.
to offer you, but especially not me, but you're like, yeah, dude, done, sorted. And from the heart, love you for this, dude.
Big up,
So
man.
really,
Always.
really.
Oh,
And
mate, I feel like people, especially like underground artists and stuff, who they have enough on their plate as it is. So if I can alleviate any sort of problems by just sort of, lending a hand at whatever, whether it's cuts or doing a little bit of production or whatever, then it's all good. I know the struggle, so it's like, yeah.
You seem to always have time for it. You're a family man. You're making your own music. You're out performing. You're doing all this stuff, and you just always seem to have time for everyone. Like, how do you manage, like, juggle all these balls? Like, you're always working.
and it's so much
I don't know,
appreciated as well, man. It really is. Everybody in the game appreciates it. So it's
That's all good, man. It's like you said, finding time. I don't know. It's just whenever I got time, I just do it. Do you know what I mean? It's not. My life isn't completely overwhelmed. So when I have got time, if someone needs my help, it's just like Old Boy. He's a rapper from England. He hit me up today for cuts. And I'm like, yeah, no
sick.
problem. I'll get it done. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. So it's like, yeah, you know. But like I said, it's underground artists. I've done stuff for like American artists who've got budgets and stuff like that, and then I'm like, yeah, show me the money. But it's like, but underground artists in the UK, there's no money in it. Do you know what I mean? It's not, unless they've got some big machine behind them.
Yeah.
There's no money in it. So what's the point in me turning around and saying, oh, I want X amount of money for doing some cuts on the track, which it might elevate it, it might not. It might just be a thing of, oh, we just want a DJ on the track or whatever. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if I can help out in any way, I will.
I mean, to be fair as well, like you produce as well. So if you ever wanted to drop an album, you've got MCs you can call on left, right, and center. I mean, everyone knows you, so
100%.
And if anybody denied you, I don't think they'd be rapping again. People would be like, well, you said no to Jaffa. Well, we're not working with you. We don't want to work with Jaffa. We don't want to work with you.
But I think that's a hint as well, Jaffa. When are we going to hear an album or something from you?
Well, I'm working on an album with Joe Blow at the moment.
Amazing!
We dropped the single last year. But again, we're both working. It's like my production. To be honest, I do it for the love and for myself.
Yeah. That's what art should be about anyway, man.
I need a creative outlet. I gave up production a long time ago because I was in the industry and the industry sucks, to be honest. And there was a lot of like
bureaucracy and crap,
backstabbing and all of this. And I was like, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this. And I think the last thing I produced before all the new batch of beats I've started doing was in 2007, and that was for this rapper from Buffalo, New York called L Train.
Yeah.
And because he was putting out a mixtape, and he wanted like beats from producers from all over the world. So he's like, he's got someone from Paris, someone from some German, somewhere in Germany, some American, Canadian, and then he hit me up. And this is like MySpace days, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Oh, the good old days, man.
yeah, the good old days of MySpace. So, but that was the last thing I produced, and then I just gave. It was sort of like I got my house got burgled at the time as well, and I got
Oh
a
shit.
laptop with all my programs and stuff stolen.
Oh
But
man.
also at that time as well, I was going through a lot of stuff with the I was assigned to a production sort of management company in London. I say signed, it wasn't signed, it was just basically they got you work and then they take a percentage and all that. And that all went sort of tits up.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, I've had enough of this. I'm done. So I didn't produce anything from 2007 up to 2022, 23, something like that. It was basically when Zenith, which is Dregs and Johnny B and C Live, they sort of came to me and said, "Oh, we're putting out a single, and it's over one of your old beats." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's just wicked," you know. And then they said, "Oh, you know, have you got any others?" I was like, "Well, I could have." So I started
Well,
producing again then.
from back in the day as well. Some of the, like you sent me a beat reel ages ago, and just let you know, I have recorded a one. It will be coming out soon. Hopefully
Oh,
this year, maybe next year. Yeah, so it has been used, but you're tight on production as well, man. It's nice to hear. You know, again, like I said, multi-talented. You pretty much do everything, and
yeah.
beats for Zenith are dope.
No, thanks, man.
So you saying you
But
didn't do any production at all, even for yourself? That was it, just totally hung it up, or were you just still making beats here and there, or it was
no,
just
nothing.
literally cold turkey?
All I did was I got a hookup for basically a friend of mine put me up with a certain place to get multi tracks of old songs,
Yeah,
and so I started doing like multi track edits
Yeah.
and put them on Bandcamp. That was the first thing I did since hanging at the production hat, and that was I must have been about 2000. I must have been about 2020. I
Yeah.
started doing that. So, but it was like, you know, I get these like multi-track. I've got like multi-tracks of like Children's Story by Slick Rick, and I've just put one out now of Buddy by De La Soul. And
Yeah.
it's like you put them up on the computer, and it's just like you got all the multi-tracks and everything, and just like, and then I
Oh,
just
sick.
do my own edits and just
Yeah,
sort of
yeah, yeah.
boost them up and whatever. So that was my little creative outlet for a bit. And then Zenith came along, and then it was just like, yeah, I'll get back on the beats. So yeah, I'm one of these people as well. I was just like, I need to throw myself and like with the DJing and stuff. I had a lot of DJing from like the end of last year to now, and so I haven't done as much production as I want to. So it's like what I can't sort of like split myself. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
I find
yeah, yeah.
myself throwing myself more into DJing and then leaving the production for a bit now, and then I'm back on production. It's like
Yeah.
I made a beat last night and sent it for Joe, sent it over to him. So I think I'm back on my production bag again now.
Oh,
So,
wicked, man.
so
And what do
yeah,
you use to produce? Is it MPC or what is it? Is it on Logic or what
no,
sort of?
I used to use Logic, and then obviously I lost all the programs and all that. And then because I used Serato for DJ, and I had a an offer for Serato's studio, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a
Oh,
go.
right. What's it
And to be
like? Is it any
fair,
good?
it's dope, mate. It's
Oh,
really dope.
sick.
Yeah, so I use Serato Studio. It's just like I'll just like get whatever samples I need to use
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I love using samples still, and I like just micro chopping the
Yeah,
hell out
yeah,
of
yeah.
things, and you know, and so I'll just load in my samples and then I'll just go for it. I've got this drum packs in there, or I'll just cut drums up and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I love it. It's
Have you got
wicked.
back into it nice and easy, or did you find it a little bit difficult to get back into the rhythm of it, or did you kind of just fit in and think, you know what, I missed this?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, knowing how to put a track together, that was easy.
Yeah.
Get my head round Serato Studio. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, because of it's like similar to it's not similar to Serato, actually, DJ Serato, but it's, I don't know, it's just it's weird. It's like similar things to it.
A familiar setting of
familiar. Yeah. So once I got into that, that was fine. I just sit here. It's like I'll sit in my living room. My wife will be watching whatever on TV. I'll be sitting there with my headphones on, and then she'll go to bed. I'll go to bed about 4 a.m, and it's like bang out a load of beats.
Qualify that because we've had a few conversations from like 2 to 4 a.m. about random music and things like that.
It's like you'll message me and it'll be you're just surprised I respond straight away, and you're like, "What are you doing?" That sort of thing.
I've got no job or no life. I know why I'm up. I'm a night owl, but you've got things to live for. What are you doing, man?
No, it's like I put out a couple of beat tapes, and like both of them I did in like one night each. So it's like the one beat tape I did in one night. Found a load of like vocal samples and stuff off like YouTube, ripped them, cut them up, stuck them on the beat tape. And then mixed it as best I could, master it, and I was like, right, it's done, out. Just put it on DistroKids. It's done, out. and I did it with the 2. What's that? Sorry.
I was going to say that's a hard thing to do as well, because people, they'll sample, they'll make music, they'll create this project, and to put it out in one night and just go boom, it's done, without listening back and arduously going, oh, that could have been tweaked and that could have been,
that's why I didn't do it. That's why I just done it, and it was out into the world.
No second guessing,
no second guessing. No, I listened back to the first beat tip I put out, and I'm like, it could be a bit, but whatever. It is what it is. It's out there.
Sometimes creativity's got to be in the moment, isn't it? If you start overthinking it, it's not really. You go back into it, you start jigging, messing around with it, and then you've lost that essence of what it was at the time when you wanted to make it. That's what I think. Anyway, I think you can overthink things sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. I was listening to an interview, and it was what's his name? Questlove. He was interviewing Quincy Jones, and he's saying about like this. There's a flow state. At a certain time, you like, especially like early hours of the morning, you get into this flow state, and creativity just flows through you, and sort of, so I think that's probably why I do it, to be honest.
I totally get it. Like, I find myself more productive and like laser focused at 2 a.m. compared to like midday. If you got a 3 hour midday, you just want to sit down and, I don't know, laugh at loose women, thinking like, what the hell are you talking about? But at 2 a.m, there's nothing else to do except like just focus, be creative, and you can't go to bed until that thing's done. That one has to be polished off before you can move on to anything.
Yeah, that's it. It's and it's like, I don't know. It's just, I find when I'm doing stuff in the day, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
It's like, even with doing like cuts and stuff like that, I'll try and do them in the evening more than the day.
Do you find it more like a comfort thing? Because like when I'm writing, I have to be in my kitchen. Like that's where I'm productive. I can sit in my bed, write. I can sit in the living room and write, but everything I'll just delete, destroy. But in my kitchen, I don't know why. It's like, oh yeah, this is the best days. Like your comfort zone place. Like that's why it's got to be 2 a.m. Certain circumstances.
Yeah, I find it's like everything music related. I find I'm better at doing it in the evening, or when there's no one around, if like sometimes if there's no one around in the day, if I'm home in the day and there's no one around, that's fine. I'll do a mix or whatever, you know. But I try and sort of like almost separate my sort of like my dad life to my music life. Yeah, so it's like when I'm in the evening, it's like my boy will be playing Fortnite or something. My daughter will be doing whatever, and I'll be in my room doing cuts for, you know, whoever, and or doing some beats and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's that's my comfort zone, is like in my room, or sat, if you know, like I said, I'll sit on, if it's late nights, like through the night, I'm sat where I am now in my living room, but with my headphones on, making beats. So yeah, it is. I think it is a comfort thing.
Yeah. Now you mentioned your children, like they're in their teens now, aren't they?
Yeah, my oldest daughter Ella, she's 28.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's a history teacher.
Oh, amazing.
Then my 22-year-old, she's a teaching assistant, Olivia, and then there's Amelia, she's in college, she's 18, and then there's Adam, he's 15.
And your kids, like, when you've been DJing for, you know, since they were born and stuff, that, you know, there's music around them all the time. Dad's in doing his thing. Have they ever taken a shine to music? Have they ever wanted to create anything, or
yeah, it's like I've never forced them into it. I don't agree with, like, you know, it's like, oh, you've got to do it and all that.
Yeah, you end up with Jaden Smith then, and nobody wants a Jaden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of parents making their kids sort of do what they sort of enjoy, kind of thing.
No,
I'm the same with my kids, man, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I just, it's there for them if they want it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like, I remember my oldest daughter, when she came home from school one time, she came home with her friends, and this is when I used to have my records like all on the landing. It was like a massive sort of rack going right across my landing, and it was opposite my daughter's bedroom. And her friends sort of seen them and said, "Oh, they're big CDs." And my daughter just all looked at her like, "What?" It's like,
that's the thing. Your daughter knows. People age, like different generation, they wouldn't have a clue.
Exactly, that's it. And it's like, you know, my oldest daughter, she DJ'd my 40th birthday party.
Wow.
And like my 22-year-old collects vinyl.
Oh, sick. So there is that element in there.
Yeah, so she's into everything. She's in, like, I remember one Christmas I called her to come down for a Christmas lunch, and she was playing NWA's first album, and so, you know, but then on the next album, yeah, but then the next album she put on was like a David Bowie album or something. So it's like she's very eclectic with her taste.
Yeah, man.
My 18-year-old, she's obsessed with music. I mean, she can't go anywhere without music in her ears. She'll walk around the house with her phone blasting music, whatever, you know. And she's an amazing singer. She could, if she put her heart to it, I said to her, I said, just write some raps or something, because she can rap.
Yeah.
All the people she listens to, it's all like hip hop artists and stuff, and she raps her ass off. She knows all the lyrics, everything, but she's just say, oh, I just enjoy the music, and that's it. And then Adam, my youngest one, he's like, he'll go on IG every now and again and jump on my decks and play his like tunes to his mates and stuff like that. So they're all like sort of like, they know it's there, and if they want to do it, they can do it. Basically, that's it. So they, you know, that's the thing with them.
Awesome, man.
Like you said, your daughter played NWA and then going straight to Bowie. Like, obviously, that's, you know, from her parents' eclectic taste in music and just music all around. Like back to what you were saying, you love sampling in your production. Like, a go-to genre that you'd rather sample from, or do you just like hear something and go, oh, that has to be, I have to grab that now? You know, is there something that lights up the spark of how you're going to produce, or do you go in there think I've got a plan? Or
no, it's anything. If I hear something and I think, oh, that I could flip that in a certain way. It's like my record collection. It's like, granted, a majority of it is hip hop, and then I've got a load of funk, I've got a load of soul, load of like 80s boogie and stuff, because that's what I grew up on, all of that. A load of disco. My mother was into disco, so I grew up on disco and Motown and stuff. But then I've also got like, Todd Rundgren and Led Zeppelin records and stuff like that. So, and then like reggae and stuff. So it's like, so anything really, anything that sounds good, anything that sounds funky is just like, I'll flip it. I've sort of got to the point now that I honestly think I could flip any records. There's got to be something,
isn't it, that we've got to
well, there's got to be anything. There's got to be something in any bit of music that's released that anyone could use.
Definitely.
Even if it's a just one snare drum. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's got to be something.
Mate, I heard this thing recently with Timbaland where he, like, one of his, I can't remember what song it is now, but one of the tracks he used like a real small snippet from like a really well-known. Do you know the track?
And I saw the video, and it was some like guy, and he had like some weird hat on or something.
Yeah,
in the video.
It would never be any, like, that wouldn't even be a part of the track that I would even think about sampling, and he created a whole song out of it. Like, that's the main part of the track. So it's that kind of stuff, as you very rightly said, you could find. There's always something in every track.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever get it when you're DJing out and you kindly hear something, you're like, mate, I'm gonna flip that when I get home? Or does that ever happen to you?
Yeah. Oh, mate, so many times. So many times. It's great. It's like a lot of my sets, like, I'll record as well. So it's good because I can go back to it, like, oh, what's that tune? Right, okay, it's that one. Right, okay, flip it. So, but and it's like buying records to my wife's dismay because we're running out of space. But it's just I'll get something, and like there's on Whitchurch Road, where, like, round the corner from where I live, there's the Cardiff Records Exchange.
Yes, I saw that actually when I drove there the other day. Yeah.
That's like your holiday home.
It's so bad for me because it's like, even if I don't go in there, like the guy who runs it, sometimes he'll put boxes outside, like, free records. And I'll be taking the dog for a walk, and I'll be like, and I'm flipping through. It's just like, I'll have that. So it's just like mad, It's like, I've got
to supermarkets, like nicking shopping trolleys just in case you pass this place on the way home to the full stack of records back.
Well, I'm sometimes I'll be I'll kneel down going through these boxes. I got a dog attached to my arm. People are going past with, it's a lovely dog, and the dog's pulling to it. Oh, it's like, it's nightmares.
I bet your missus ain't too happy when you get home with like a load of records.
I get home and there's a load of records. She's like, "Oh, more records." I was like,
and no dog. Where's the dog?
That's what I'm thinking. Just in case your wife hears this, are you lying? You said out there a box saying free. Not just she doesn't think, how much have you spent today?
I remember buying this. It was this 12-inch. I can't remember who it was buying. It was an old hip hop tune, but I missed out on when it came out, and I found it on Discogs, but it was in Japan.
Oh wow!
And I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna get it. I gotta get it. Nice. And she almost fell over when she saw the price, because it was like in the thousands, because it's yen or whatever it was. It was like thousands. It's like, what? You spent that much? I was like, no. It's from Japan. It's not English money. She's like, oh my god.
What's the most you've spent on a single record then? That you just thought, screw the price, I have to have this.
I don't know. Not too much. I'm not a massive, like, one of these record collectors who will spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on records. So,
what? So you're not rare white labels of the Beatles every now and again or anything?
No. If I come across them when I'm digging, come across like white labels. It's like I've got a couple of test pressings. I've got like I think I've got like Rad Digger test pressing. I've got like Slum Village test pressing. Some J Dilla white label stuff. But I haven't spent that amount, amazing amount of money on it. I think it's way less than £100. I think it's Jesus. Let me think now. I mean, probably around about 50, 60 quid.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that was probably for an
records aren't
album.
cheap anyway, man. Records are actually quite dear anyway, man. Even the second-hand ones, when I've been crate digging, you might be able to find little deals, but some of the real classic records are, they're in the 30, 40 pounds,
Oh, more than that these days.
Yeah, some of them even more, yeah.
I DJ'd done the chapter for this thing. It was like a DJ. It's I can't remember what it's called now, but it's pronounced in Welsh. Hold on, I shall tell you now.
Was that the thing that's recent?
Yeah.
Like Saturday or something.
Where is it? Pobl Musig is pronounced in Welsh. It's like music people or something like that. But it's basically it's a thing. It's an all day thing for DJ culture, and it's like a lot of the DJs play on vinyl and stuff. And I did a set, the last one. I'm doing a set this Saturday now.
Is this Saturday coming up? Right, yeah.
Yeah, there's another one coming up this Saturday, which I'm doing a J Dilla, all vinyl J Dilla production and sample set.
Just to stop you there. Sorry for people who are listening. This is pre-recorded, so if you want to go see this, you've already missed it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna record it, so it'll be on my Mixcloud. There you go.
There you go.
Because you record a lot of your sets.
Yeah.
Do you want to? I know. Sorry, you can continue with what you're saying, but do you want to give a little link to all your Mixclouds and all your socials right now, so if people want to check things out?
Yeah. Everything is DJ Jaffa basically. So Mixcloud, DJ Jaffa. What am I on? I'm on IG, so that's DJ Jaffa. Facebook, I'm on DJ Jaffa. My normal Facebook, I don't go on, so I just use my artist Facebook. So yeah, it's DJ Jaffa. I'm on Blue Sky, DJ Jaffa. I'm on Threads, DJ Jaffa. So Twitter can kiss my ass.
Yeah, agree. Screw Twitter. Hateful, horrible place.
Mate, I left as soon as he took it over. I was like, nah.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, both. But what were we saying then? Anyway, I've forgotten.
Sorry, my bad.
DJing. You were DJing at some.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. So DJing there, and I was talking to the guy who runs the Diggers Club, and he was showing me some of the hip hop vinyl he had there, and he was like, "Oh, I got that album, whatever, I got that album," and I was looking at the price, and I was like, £90, £80, £70.
Wow.
I was like, Jesus. And he was like, yeah, that's what they're going for these days. So I was like, see this album? I picked an album up. I was like, see this album? I bought that for £10 when it came out. Like, it's nuts. But
it is good to see that vinyl's coming back though. Like loads of
people. Mate, it was amazing because there was so many people down there and they were all like flicking through. I was talking to this one guy and he bought EPMD's second album off someone, and I was like, "Oh, it's a wicked album." He's like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to get it home and play it and all this." I was like, "Oh, this is amazing to see."
Yeah, and the thing is, it's great to see that a lot of the younger generation and stuff as well are sort of picking up records and things as well, man. So
my daughter went away recently. She went away with her boyfriend somewhere in England, and she said spent a load of time in a record shop. Came back, she showed me all these records she bought. I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" Nuts. Yeah.
That's the thing, like record shop, like the resurgence of records, tapes, like what people thought were dead media now, like everything's streaming. Nobody owns anything. I like physical copies of everything. Something I can hold. Like you listen to Spotify, but you're not getting to open up the album, read the liner notes, and who produced it, what from this and the other. That was fun for me when I was younger.
It devalues music as well, man. Like the fact that something is tangible and you're holding it adds so much more value to that music, I think, and to the artist.
That's one of my biggest sort of bugbears is like Spotify and all the streaming services. It's like I put out posts about it and just saying, look, it's a great promotional tool. Don't get me wrong, it's great. You can share functions and everything, and get people to listen to your music. But as an underground or independent artist, you are not going to make money on Spotify.
It's not sustainable at all. No.
I would say just use it as a promotional tool, as you said, and just put your own music out through Bandcamp or your own website or something like that, rather than
primarily Bandcamp.
Yeah,
that's the one, especially with these Bandcamp Fridays now, where 100% of the music's going to the artists and stuff. And then if you can't do it from just Bandcamp, iTunes. It's like I buy a lot of stuff through iTunes. It's like people they'll send, even like I remember having this. It wasn't an argument, but it was this sort of like with what are they called now? Plato's Maker.
Plato's Maker. Yeah.
Blue City. Plato's Maker.
Yeah, Blue City. Yeah, when they were Blue City, and it was like they sent me the music, and I remember saying to them, "It's like, oh yeah, great, you sent me your music and all that, but I'm gonna buy it anyway." And they're like, "Oh no, we'll send it to you. We'll send it to you." I was like, "Yeah, but it's when I used to buy records, like regular, like hip hop records regular, it was like $7.99 for an import. Now it's 79p on iTunes." You can't even buy a bar of chocolate for 79p these days. So,
I remember DJ Alchemy done it for me, my first EP. He's producing on there, so I was, I think I've recorded most of it with him as well. So he's got most of it, and I put it for $5, and he still went online and bought it for $10. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doubling the price? What when he got it in it? He was like, "Listen, it's music. I want to own it." I was like,
"Yeah, exactly." It's like some people. It's like the last thing I bought on Bandcamp, I think, was Ricardo Banks, who's a DJ I DJ with every weekend. He did a edit pack, and he just put it for name my price on Bandcamp. So I gave him $5 for it. Yeah. It goes back to the thing of me doing cuts and production for underground artists. It's a little bit of money that back in the day I was spending like double, triple that on vinyl.
And the thing is that £5 is small for you, but production costs, time and effort for somebody to make something and release it.
Yeah,
that £5 goes a long way to recouping, because a lot of people don't see a fifth, a tenth, a 20th of what they've spent on putting something out, and they never will. So
no, that's it.
Is a huge thing.
And if I can buy something and then give someone a little bit of a boost and say, "Look, I'm I'm going in the right direction." I'm not naive. I know I have got a bit of a name and all that. But and if they turn around and see their Bandcamp and say, "Oh, DJ Jaffa bought my stuff,"
yeah, man,
it could give people a bit of a boost that could go on. Do you know what I mean? It's like
100%.
Even if I'm just the only person who bought it, it'd be like, no, but Jaffa bought it. So
even if they don't, they tend to listen more. At least give it a chance where they usually wouldn't, to see your name.
Yeah. And then it's like, 9 times out of 10, the stuff I buy, I play on my radio show as well. So it's like it gives them an extra boost then, and it's through be playing this stuff on the radio. So yeah.
Well, so speaking of which, you doing that, listen to underground artists. Is there anyone that you think is solely underrated or slept on at the moment? Like who are you listening to now that you think should really, really have a fucking big push of listens?
Blacktrix.
As well. Sorry, Blacktrix. That's a cool thing. But I was going to say, you're speaking to 2 other rappers. Or just...
I know.
Blacktrix is a great call. Blacktrix is a great.
No, but at the moment, it's like Blacktrix just dropped an EP, and like he's always been one of my favorite rappers. Like him and Mudmouth.
Yeah.
Like I'm DJing for both of them at Big Love Festival, and I can't wait.
I didn't know Mudmouth was still doing stuff.
Yeah, man.
He released something recently.
He is totally. He released an EP recently. like the first EP he put out, or first album he put out, like I did cuts on one of the tracks. But he hit me up, and I was overjoyed that he was getting back into music again, because he's in his Zen phase. He's not the mudmouth I remember from back in the day, getting into fights with rappers in Swansea and stuff like that. It's like he is in his Zen phase, but he's lyrically, he's just gone through the roof, man. He's amazing. And Black Tricks, I think Black Tricks is sort of like going through that phase as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
decision, because he, like Mudmouth, stepped away for a long while, you know.
Yeah.
Back is a great look for Welsh hip hop, man.
Oh, definitely. And
sometimes that time away as well, though, man, can really help an artist. I think just having that little bit of time to live, so you got some more stuff to rap about, you know.
exactly that. And it's like Black Tricks featured on the Gunshot album, the latest Gunshot album as well, which is amazing. It's like I know, I've known like those boys for years. I used to work in a Wimpy in London with them.
I'm not aware of these people. You're gonna have to educate me on this.
You know Gunshot?
Gunshot.
You've never heard a Gunshot?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I will go and listen.
Oh my god. Right. I'm came off this English. No, I'm joking. Right. No, Gunshot are like, they were basically, I suppose they were the main sort of like group pushing the Britcore sort of wave through,
right?
In the like 80s, 90s, and then Q-Rock left Gunshot and joined Son of Noise. I think he was like, was it Hard Noise he was with first? It might be, but he ended up in Son of Noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like Mercury and Q-Rock were the two, and Alchemy, Alkaline, sorry. I used to work with him in the Wimpy in Oxford Street.
Oh wow.
Wimpy. Oh yeah, taking me back.
It was nuts. It's because
Wimpy was banging. Wimpy was banging, man.
Well, me and Eric, who obviously MC Eric on Tectonic and all that, me and him started out together, and we did a gig in Bournemouth for ice cream promotions, and they were there, and they performed as well. And then that Monday, I was back in London and went for a job as a supervisor in a Wimpy. And just before I left, they come up to me and were like, "Are you DJ Jaffa?" I was like, yeah. And they were like, "Oh, we're Gunshot." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's
and then
crazy.
I got the job there, and I was their supervisor for a bit.
Wow, that's amazing.
But it was like we'd like finish our shift and then go walking around the West End, and I'd sort of like tell them about what was going on back home and stuff, and they were just like, "Oh, we had no idea, you know, we didn't know it was like hip hop back in Wales and stuff." So, and then when I saw them the day before they went to not Delicious Vinyl, what's it called, Vinyl Solution Records, to try and get a contract with them. And I saw them the day before that. There was a jam in Cardiff called Stone Jam, and they performed it. It was like Gunshot, MC Duke, London Posse, Overlord X, all these old school artists.
Going back a good few years.
Yeah. This is like 89, maybe. No, 1990. Must have been 89, 1990, something like that. But it was like I literally just moved back to Cardiff from London. Yeah, they got the deal, and they put their first single out, which was Battle Creek Brawl, and they gave me a shout out on the back. All these shout outs, like shout outs.
Why physical copies are important.
Exactly.
That's the thing, man.
Exactly.
Man, that's crazy. That's so dope.
Yeah, well, Q-Rock performed in Cardiff. It was either last year or the year before, something like that.
I think that was their last show or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the last show of Son of Noise.
What was the turnout like for that?
It was all right. It wasn't great, but it was all right. But he was on stage, and I was like stood by the front of the stage filming and stuff like that. And he looked down, and he was like, "Oh, see this brother down here? Me and him used to flip burgers together." I was like, "Oh, Jesus."
That's amazing, man.
But yeah, man,
That's so dope.
good. It's great seeing him, man. I haven't seen him for years, so it was great seeing him again.
That's wicked. That's wicked. Right, so I think Dean, we better start wrapping things up, man. I mean, it's been amazing. I wish we could chat for ages, mate. I thought we could chat for hours and hours and hours, but yeah, we've got to be all professional now.
We've got more music to play to end this show. But we are going to hear a mix from you now. I don't know if it's like 20 minutes, half hour. But I'm sure it's going to be dope. And looking forward to hearing this because, like I said, we're pre-recording this. We're getting this mix on the day that we're putting this show out. So I'm gonna get to hear it the same as the people who listen to the show. So I'm looking forward to this, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I'll probably do it tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, it's
cool. or at 4 in the morning tonight.
Yeah. Nah, that's the thing. I can't do mixes at night because I need to hear up the speakers. So like,
fair enough.
With production, it's easy. I can just stick my headphones on. But it's
true.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just saying, is that a thing with you? Like when you're doing a mix, you have to have it through the speaker. You can't just do it through headphone. It's got to be like a live, loud feeling.
I've never done it. It doesn't have to be loud, but it's like I did like in lockdown. I did a 12-hour. No, is it 12-hour or 24? 24-hour Twitch set to raise money for K-Saulz Community Centre, and I had my deck set up in the middle room in my house, and I was like live on Twitch and stuff, and it was like. Everyone's going to bed. They were popping their head. It was like, "Oh, I'm going to bed now. I'm going to bed now." I was like, "I'll turn it down a bit." So it was like, and then I realized then it was like something like 6 in the morning, something like that. I thought, "Oh, people are going to be getting up," but I was playing like old school jungle at 6 in the morning. It's just like, "Oh, I got to take it right down now." So I just like sort of like turned the deck off and the record, and then went into like the stylistics. It's just like real old
something a bit smoother for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. So but it was like for me, I was like on a like, oh, I'm partying, yeah. And then looked at the time, it was like 6 in the morning. I was like, oh no, I got to turn it down. But yeah, it was good.
Well, on that note, Jaffa, man, it's been an absolute pleasure as it always is speaking to you. Hopefully. See you in person soon, somewhere, at some gig, sometime, some show.
Oh yeah, some random thing. It's like, what was the last place I saw you? It was the what's it? Verbal Remedy.
Verbal Remedies, in Porters.
Yeah,
that was a good day, man. Yeah, that was a good night. It was wild.
It was a very good night.
Yeah, man. Well, hopefully, K-Saulz, you got.
Yeah, I'm seeing K-Saulz tomorrow.
Yeah, Isle of Hip Hop tomorrow. So it's obviously it's pre-recorded. It means nothing. Can't even promote it.
It's been already. And, we were there. We had a messy night, and
I died twice. I'm better now. It's fine.
No, it's been amazing to have you on, Jaffa. Hopefully, we'll have you on again at some point as well. Maybe later on in the year or something. We'll actually have you on.
Yeah, man. Whatever.
Do a little DJ set and stuff as well. Once we get everything set up. Yeah, we'll have a studio and stuff to be able to do all that. So we're going to invite guests down to perform and stuff. So it'd be great to have you down and do it.
Definitely
live set, man.
Good. Yeah,
100%. All right, thanks very much, chaps. I will have to go now, unfortunately. Dean,
you're going now.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to?
I want to do this thing with Jaffa.
Oh, do you want to do the 10 questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys. This might not be going on the show itself, Jav. It might be added later on.
Yeah, cool.
I want to do this thing where we have guests in, where I do like the same 10 questions.
Yeah.
So I'll try and do it quick, but
it's all good.
I don't think any of them are like crazy deep. But what's that?
Crack on, man.
Oh, all right. Question number 1. If your hometown seceded from its country and you had to choose a new national anthem from an artist from your city, any genre of music, what song would you pick?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, the questions are weird and strange.
The new national anthem. Oh my god.
What song or what artist do you mean? Sorry, is it one artist?
A song from an artist from your city.
Ah, okay.
I tell you, if you want to make it easier, if you would pick a new UK national anthem from a UK artist, any genre.
Stick it to the original.
Stick to the local.
Gotta be the what's the track off the Red Dragon album? The one with you all on.
Oh, South Wales State of Mind.
South Wales State of Mind. There you go. That's the one.
Well, to be fair, there's no prizes for answering these questions, but if there was, you would have won all the prizes for that answer. That's a dope track. That is a crazy track, man. And well, you're on it as well. You're doing the scratches.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, that's why, Mr. Ego. I love it. Love it.
And I'm scratching a Mudmouth record.
That's dope. Oh, yeah. Oh shit, man. That's amazing. Okay. Question number 2. Other than this interview and these questions, when was the last time you were forced or obliged to do something that you really didn't want to do? Why didn't you want to do it? And why did you end up doing it?
Scrubbing the skirting boards in my hall today. I did it because my wife asked me to do it. And basically, that's the answer to everything else. My wife asked me to do it.
I respect that. Well, following on from that, this might be the same thing. Same answer. What's your most recent regret or bad decision?
Scrubbing the skit now. Most recent regret. Let me think.
Or bad decision, you know.
Oh, bad decision.
Coming on this radio show, I think.
Yeah. No. Bad decision. Oh, letting my son buy a new fish. We got a fish tank. We got a fish tank with a load of fish in it, right?
Yeah.
And I said to my son, "Oh, you need to go and get some plants because we cleaned it out and the plants were gone, so we need to get new plants for it and stuff." So he went down to the shop and got plants. Said, "Can I get a new fish?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, you get a new fish." He got the new fish. The fish lasted a day. The other fish ate it.
Amazing.
No way.
So I was like, "Why did I say you could get a new fish?" But yeah, that.
Was it an expensive fish or just like cheap goldfish?
It wasn't expensive. It was just, I just felt sorry for the fish.
Well, yeah, fair. It's dead. All right. If you could be at any point in time to see it at a historic moment, where, what, and why? Hang on. Do you know what? Sorry, I'm going to answer that. Ask that without sounding like a complete moron. If you could be at any point in time to see a historic moment, what would it be?
What would it be? Let me think. I could be all political and stuff, but I'm not going to do that.
Trump's inauguration, you were going to say, weren't you? I was going
to say someone hit me with a baseball bat, but probably 1973 Kohirk party, and tell him to do it on beat.
Oh, DJ Jaffa.
Don't get me wrong, right? I love it. I love the fact that he did it and all that. And I've seen him DJ. He's not the best DJ in the world, but he has that legacy, so I can't really say nothing about it. But...
just because somebody starts something doesn't mean they're going to be the best of it. There was
exactly
old white Dr. James Naismith invented basketball. I can't see him dunking. I'm with you on that. That's not too crazy, man. All right, halfway through, question 5. What's the biggest? Put my teeth back in. What's the biggest secret that you kept, but you can finally speak about now because it's all out in the open? You can answer as wild as you want, or, you know.
biggest secret I've kept. Well, it's not too much of a secret.
It doesn't have to be about you. It's just a secret that you know that you've kept.
And well, this is about me. All right. So
okay.
Yeah. No. I think the biggest it's not even a secret, it's a bit of a misconception. It's people think that I am a turntablist.
Right.
When I'm a DJ. There's a difference. I'm not I haven't got the brain like people like XL, Hugh Wackman have got, where they can stay in and work on one set. Right. Like, don't get me wrong, I take my hat off to turntablists all around the world who can do this, and they can work on a set over and over and over and perfect it and perfect it and perfect it and perfect it. I haven't got that type of brain.
So you use the decks as a live instrument more than a.
It's not even that. It's like I class myself as a DJ, and I love music, and anything new, I'm like an ADHD sort of DJ. It's like, oh, a squirrel. You know, it's like I need to, like, that's why I first got into hip hop. It was like because it was new.
Yeah.
And then the old stuff became classics, but I'm always looking for the new. Hence my radio show. It's like every show is new hip hop. It's always the new all the time. So I haven't got the bandwidth in my head to sort of like bring myself back and work on a set constantly working on the same set.
Yeah.
For this, like how many minutes it is in a DJ battle. That ain't me.
That's cool, because
I take my hat off to people who can do it. I take my hat off to people who can do it, because it ain't me. I'm a DJ, and I love music, and I love new music, and I love to progress music forward.
So, not only is that a good answer, people listen to this now know the difference between a DJ and a turntablist as well. So we're educating them.
There you go. I'm a teacher as well. No.
There we go. Number 7, the answer to this, I'm guessing, is not going to be the goldfish. What's the thing that you've bought that you think was the... Oh, no, sorry, this could be the goldfish. Sorry, what's the thing that you've bought that was the worst value for money?
The worst value for money? Oh, my God. I don't even know. What have I bought recently? I bought a tape deck, like a Walkman.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I paid more money than I should have for it because it had a USB connection.
I've seen them, they're like 90 quid, 100 odd quid.
Why the hell did I do that? Because I could just plug a lead into the headphone socket.
Yeah.
And then I've got like a what's it called? Box for microphone. No, for microphones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of, plug it into that and into my computer.
The real tech interface thing. Yeah. I was going to try and back you up and be like, oh, like all your old tapes you can USB them into your computer and sample, but also there's the internet, so you can get all the music.
Well, it's just like, it's not even that. I could just get an old tape deck, a headphone socket, lead into my interface.
Yeah,
it's hooked up to my computer. Done.
Oh well,
but I paid extra. But I paid extra for the USB.
For something.
Why did you do that?
That's amazing. I mean, at least you didn't say the wedding ring you bought your wife, so at least you'll be sleeping in the big bed.
Well, she chose that, so.
Okay, then. On the flip side, then, what's the thing you've bought that was the best value for money?
The best value for money, right? This might be a bit controversial to DJs who use turntables, but I bought a controller.
Mate, listen.
It's the best thing that I've bought because venues I've played at now really do not care about DJ equipment.
No.
So I've bought it to be a constant. So I know
I've gone and seen DJ equipment. It is absolutely wrecked.
Mate, seriously,
barely works.
I've bought it because I want to go somewhere and I want to know that the equipment I'm using works.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think that's controversial. That's a tool of a trade.
It can be, because I know there's certain DJs out there who are like, oh, well, you should just use turntable. Blah, blah. I was like, nah. If I'm playing a 7-hour set, which I play every Saturday, I want to play on something which I know works.
And also, you're a man in your 50s now. Are you dragging 2 turntables and 14 crates of records everywhere with you for a 2-hour set? Like, fuck you. No chance.
Exactly. I've done my sort of grafts, breaking my back with record boxes and all that, and turntables. I come from that. Do you know what I mean? I don't get me wrong, I love vinyl. I'm playing the final set this Saturday. But for me to, like, when I'm doing clubs and stuff, the average person on a dance floor doesn't really not give a shit if I'm playing on controller,
coming up to you and asking, can you play some Drake? Like, no. That's
seriously, it's that. You know what I mean? But that's the best thing I've bought in ages, because it gives me a constant.
And I think if anyone think that's controversial, I think they're wrong. They need to take a good hard look at themselves and realize ease of use, access, and just make their life fucking easier. Okay. Sorry,
go on.
Okay. Bit of a weird one. What's your most recurring dream or nightmare?
Oh. Recurring dream is that I'm a millionaire and I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Nightmare is losing my family. That is my worst nightmare. I mean, I don't want to bring the show down a bit, but
that's fair enough, man.
Is that a recurring dream you have?
Oh, it's not recurring, but when I do get it, I have had it a few times.
Right.
And it's
it's horrible. Losing a child or something like that, man. Like, not even just like to death, but just losing a child in like a big crowd of people. I've had that as a recurring one before.
Well, I think the next time I'm going to go through these questions with somebody, I think I'm going to change that, because I wasn't expecting the first time I asked someone to be so fucking depressed and putting the tone down. I just want 10 questions, a bit of fun. Right, on to the next question, please, for fuck's sake. Right, switching it up, completely different.
Right, come on.
Opposite.
What's your favourite colour?
What? Orange.
Who's your favourite serial killer? Fucking hell. Number 9. One thing in your life, from your past or your present, that's your biggest comfort. Something like, class it as your seat. That thing where you can come home and it's just there, your seat. You can have a cup and just ignore the rest of the world and stuff.
It might be a bit corny, but it's music.
I wasn't expecting any other answer, to be perfectly honest.
It's 100%. Music. It's like, when I was a kid, right, my mother gave me this record. It was like the first ever record I owned. I must have been about 5, something like that. It's called Ghetto Child by the Detroit Spinners. And the only reason she gave it to me is because I kept on nagging it to put it on all the time. I would like dance around the house to it, and in the end, she just gave it to me. I've still got the 7-inch. It's upstairs now.
Well, the exact record.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
still got
amazing.
It. And it's just, from then to now, it's just a comfort. It's just like, I love getting new music. I love going back and listening to classics. It really does warm my heart to see like people I know making music and knowing that I can listen to it. It's just that. That's it. It's just music. It's my comfort. It's my warm blanket. my teddy bear. You know what I mean?
I second that.
yeah, I'll go with that all day, every day. Okay, final question. Right, what's a piece of advice that you've been given that you just see as sacrosanct? Like, just there's no other thought process other than that advice you were given. You know,
what do you mean? It's like
a piece of advice someone's given you that just universally rings true. You know, like don't eat yellow snow. Or, you know.
Oh right, okay. Just do you.
Just do you. Do you know what?
That's it.
Do you know what? And when you said do you, that's it. I think just end it there, man. That's a perfect fucking ending.
Yeah.
Just do
you. Just don't listen to anyone else. Just at the end of the day, if you think it's good, just do it. And that goes back to me doing those beat tapes. It's like I done them, just put them out. I didn't listen to anyone. I didn't play them to it for anyone. I just put them out. I thought, yeah, okay, that's it. They're good. They're good enough. It's done. Wow.
Well, on that note, Jaffa, thank you from the bottom of my heart all day, every day. This has been brilliant. I don't know if this will go out on our actual show or it'll just be placed up on YouTube or the Killer Tape site somewhere. But this is the first one. It won't be going out straight away, this 10 questions, if it's not in the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until I got a few, like we're interviewing Alchemy next. I want a few of these. But then I'm going to start putting them out regularly. But this was the first one, and I think it went good enough, other than that little hiccup of everyone's dead and the world's ending. But, yeah. Thank you so much for this, Jaff.
It's been amazing, Jaffa.
No worries, man.
A fucking prince.
Thank you so much, mate. And we'll see you hopefully tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah. Have a good night, mate. 7 till bed buys, Benny buys. Yeah.
Right. Do you want cool to get a lift with you, Cam?
I'll give you a shout actually, because I'm having a day off work now tomorrow, which I wasn't planning on to. So I'm gonna have a day off just to, because normally I finish at 5, and by the time I get to the venue and stuff, I get caught in traffic. It's about 6:30. I want to get there before set up and everything. So I'll give you a shout anyway, man.
Cool. Yeah, like I got appointment with the optometrist again tomorrow about my fucking spunky eye. But I should be done by about 3-4. So like, if you want to come in Cardiff early, we can chill out or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll set up shit like that, man.
Yeah, I'll probably be in Cardiff for around that time, man. So I'll give you a shout. All right. Great stuff, fellas. Right. Big love.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Love you both. See you soon.
Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.